Hello everyone, this is Aaron Fitch from ATF Gaming and welcome back to another stream. Make sure everything gets started correctly before I actually do anything here. Stream. Alright, that's working. So yeah, today we are starting a new adventure. I had not been expecting to do a live stream today. The band I work with had a football game tonight, but it turned out I did not need to be with them today, so I'm going to do this today, and then tomorrow we'll do our NASCAR Heat 2 stream like I had planned after the truck race is over. So, just a brief explanation of why we're doing this. NASCAR 06 was one of the more popular series on my channel, and when the glitch happened, if you don't know what happened, basically we started our third season, and it wouldn't let us qualify, it wouldn't let us race. Every time it would, my PlayStation would freeze. So that is why that series ended. So now we're going to try a new thing on stream. This will probably be the only stream of this for a little while, because the next 3 weeks are just really hectic for me. But after marching band season ends, and as we get closer to winter break for college, Thanksgiving break, all that stuff, I'm definitely going to do some more of this. But obviously, stream-wise, NASCAR Heat 2 is the main focus. But our goal is to win the championship in all 4 series in this game in Fight to the Top mode. Now, how are we going to do that, you ask? By the way, welcome to AJ and Dale. You are the first vocal ones here, besides James and Snap-on, who were here before the stream even started. We are going to cheat in money. We are going to buy teams in all 4 series. We're going to buy 5-star teams in all 4 series. And we are going to race for the championship. And hopefully we can get all 4 championships. We're going to go on legend difficulty as well. So that's going to be something new. So let's just head right into Fight to the Top. Now, for those of you who aren't aware, there are about 10 cheats that go along with this game. Yes, this is in the day that I had cheat codes, but it's not a cheat code per se. But basically, what you have to do is when you set up your driver, you have to put in a certain first name and a certain last name. And obviously, we can change that later, and we can do it as many times as we want. So, obviously, I don't think this first influx of money is going to be enough to buy all 4 teams, so we'll have to do it again, and so on and so forth. So, the first name needs to be Walmart. Walmart. That's the first name, and the second name needs to be Money. Now, there are other cheats. This is just for the money cheat, but there are other ones like you can unlock a fantasy track, you can unlock all your chase plates, you can start with a bunch of prestige, you can start with a bunch of fans, stuff like that. But that's what we're going to put in. We're just going to change the state because I live in Michigan, but we're not going to change anything else. This driver actually looks pretty good. So we're going to get started. We're going on legend difficulty, which is a higher difficulty than what I used in my playthrough. We're going to do medium race length. We're going to have unlimited fuel and tires off, visual only, yellow flags on. We're going to get that going, and as you can see, we now have $10 million in our bank. So that's going to help us in our quest here. Now, as NASCAR 06, as you start your career, you do get a modified offer. We are actually going to accept that offer. That's going to save us some money, but we got to talk to our good friend Ace.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Ace Moneymaker, Super Agent, and I'm going to be right by your side all the way through to the top of the Nextel Cup Series, making money with you all the way, baby, because Ace needs his 10%. Now, I've worked out a deal for you with Everham Motorsports, driving the...
Alright, if you really want to listen to all that, you can watch my NASCAR 06 playthrough. But basically what's going to happen, we are going to accept the modified offer, and then we're going to buy our own team in the other 3 series. We might have to use the cheat code a couple times in order to get enough money. Yeah, I know. Nice product placement for a cheat code. All of the cheat codes, I think, have... oh, no, actually, that's the only one. Well, there's another Walmart one, but that's the only one. So let's just get things started. This first part of the stream is going to be a little slow, and I apologize for that, because we got to get everything set up. So we're going to accept this offer. Well, how much is this? How much is a regular team? A 5-star team. I thought Everham Motorsports was a higher rated team. But, alright, so we're not going to accept that offer. And welcome, Zach, the sports guy. Glad to see you showed up for the stream. So we're going to start with a Cup Series team and work our way down. Again, we might have to put the cheat code in a couple times. But we're going to have to put it in a couple times. So let's do that quickly. So basically what we have to do, I believe... I gotta find the thing. Is it in settings? Gameplay? No. I'm trying to remember. Because sometimes I forget the... Oh yeah, here it is. Edit driver. Here it is. So, we just gotta change it back to something. Alright, and then we'll go back to Walmart. And money. I can spell money. I know I can. And it should work. Again. Yep, now we have $20 million. And we're going to have to do it again. We know that. But let's just first buy our Cup team. And then we'll go back and do it again. I probably should have done this off camera, but I wasn't thinking. This was kind of a last minute decision. So let's go and buy our Cup team. That'll be the first thing to do. And figure out what team we want to buy. Let's see, 5-star teams. We can't buy Roush or Hendrick because those already have the maximum amount of drivers that you can have. So, let's see. We could buy Joe Gibbs. We could buy Dale Earnhardt Incorporated. Richard Childress. Those are the 3 5-star teams that are available to us. And we're going to go with Dale Earnhardt Incorporated. In tribute to the fact that this is Dale Earnhardt's last race at Talladega this weekend. So there's that. We'll upgrade all that in a minute. But we got to cheat in some more money first. And get everything set up. And then we'll have to go through all the paint schemes and stuff like that. So, like I said, it's probably going to be a slow start to the episode. But this is all stuff that we have to get done in order to move on with things. So I apologize if this gets a little boring, but that's just the nature of the beast when you do something like this. No, not career status. I was just there. Edit driver. Question, can I just do it again? Yep, oh, I don't even have to change the name. I can just do it. Go to the screen and press enter again. So we're going to do that one more time. And then that should be enough money. Actually, this is probably enough money, but we'll do it one more time. And that should definitely be enough money for us to not only buy the teams, but to upgrade the teams. But once we get past the autosave, I probably could have turned autosave off for this, but the autosave feature has definitely saved my butt on a number of occasions in this game. But let's go and purchase our other teams. Now, since we did buy Dale Earnhardt Incorporated in the Cup Series, it'd probably be fitting for us to buy Chance 2 in the Xfinity Series, but that's not a 5-star team. So you could either do Roush, Richard Childress, Hendrick or Gibbs. Obviously, with the Chevrolet affiliation, we'll go by Hendrick. And then, yep, we'll do all that in a minute. I just want to get all the teams bought first. Go to the truck series. Let's see what kind of trucks we have to offer. We could buy Clean Line, Roush, Bobby Hamilton, or Arnold Racing, Bill Davis Racing. I want to know, I know Roush Racing isn't, but did Bobby Hamilton Racing run Chevys? I'm actually going to check right now to see if they ran Chevys. Because I do want to keep everything in the Chevy camp. Bobby Hamilton Racing. Nope, they ran Dodges. Now, Bill Davis Racing definitely ran Chevys. I'm pretty sure. Or actually, no, they might have done Toyotas. Bill Davis Racing. Oh, they definitely ran everything but Chevys. I have no idea what that is. Arnold Motorsports. Again, sorry for the slow start. But I do want to get... Nope, they ran Dodge. So all these guys ran something else. So we're just going to go with Bobby Hamilton Racing. So that we'll just do that. Again, we will address everything else in a second. So I got to move my mic again. We'll address everything else in a second, but we just got to buy all the teams first. And then obviously the Wheel and Modified Series, they're all fantasy teams, so we don't really know what's going to be what. So we're just going to buy a 5-star team, and there's only one 5-star team, so we're going to buy Team Hiromi. Alright, so we'll start with this team. Let's upgrade everything. Basically, I want to give us the best shot to do it, but hopefully this isn't too easy for us. That's the big thing. I don't want this to be too easy, but putting it on Legend difficulty hopefully will avoid making it too easy for us. So that's all maxed out. Let's sign some sponsorship. We could do Zap, Spark Plugs, Old Spice. Let's see, 112, 118. So Zap, Spark Plugs it is for this team. So did we sign it? Yep. Alright. Team design. This is going to be a little rough. I apologize because I am partially colorblind. So it's not going to be perfect, and I apologize for that. Let's see, what do I want? I want... Oh, let's just do the funnel. Oh, can we get close to 119? Oh, we got 119. Beautiful. Let's find... We'll do that. We'll have full decals. Again, I don't care about the driver gear. Now, let's try to match sponsorship as much as possible. It's going to be pretty rough, though. I apologize. It's going to be pretty rough. We'll do that. Let's see. There's a black. So let's just slide this over to black. And then this is the other one, right? Yeah, alright, so then this is going to be kind of a yellow. Lighter than that. That's too light. Sure, let's just do that. That's pretty darn close. And then we'll just transfer all these. No, don't go back, I'm an idiot. Copy. paste, copy, paste. Alright, the number. No, I actually want it black. And then this will be white. Alright, we'll do that. And then this will be white again. Alright, so there's our modified car. Step 1 is complete. We're not going to worry about that, and we're not going to hire a driver. Alright, truck series is next. Let's see what we can do in the truck. We have, let's see what sponsorships, I pressed the button, right? Nope, I guess I didn't. Let's see what sponsorships we have for the trucks. We could do Zap Spark Plugs again. Spindle Gear Lube is actually a pretty close second. And actually these are all the same, it looks like. Yeah, they're all the same. So let's do outtake. That's fine with me. And then let's just get the colors going here. Let's see, we need a blue. Now this is what's going to be really bad because I can't really tell my blues from my purples. So it's going to be pretty ugly, I have a feeling. Oh man, this is tough. I apologize if I'm making all of your eyes bleed with my horrible color combinations. Sure, we'll go there. Then we got white and then we got black. But I gotta change the graphics first. We'll use that one. What can we get this close? Nope. Okay, is number 19 available? I don't think it is, but it might be. Eventually. Number 19 is available, so we'll take it. And we'll do that, and full decals. Alright, now let's get the paint going. And then, actually, no, let's do that here. And then do black here. No, sorry, I'm an idiot. And black here. There we go. And then that's fine. And then all that's fine. We'll just, well, actually we'll flip it around. Black, white. Black, white. Alright, there's the truck. Probably not the most beautiful thing in the world, but I apologize for my color blindness. Alright, NASCAR Xfinity series, we'll call it. See what kind of sponsorship we got going there. I'm sure it's probably pretty similar. Oh no, these are all 3 different sponsors. But they are all the... Oh no, just these top 2. Alright, that seems like a pretty easy logo to replicate. So let's go with All Pro here. Let's design the car. It's a square logo, so I probably don't need any fancy paint schemes. We could just do something pretty straightforward. Yeah, we'll go with that. I know for a fact the 19 car isn't available in this series, but it's the 91 car. We'll go 91, regular, full decals. Let's paint the colors. So black will be the main. White. And then the greenish yellow, again, probably gonna murder the color. That actually looks pretty darn close. I think I'll take that, yeah. And then that all can stay the same. I don't have any issues with the number. So there's our Xfinity car. I know, very boring of me. And then our Cup car. Let's see what kind of sponsorship we can get here. We'll be spending the most time in the Cup Series, obviously. So let's see if we can make a decent car out of this. Sponsorship. Oh, we could be sponsored by Sunoco, which would be cool because we are running for the Sunoco Rookie of the Year. Oh, but I have to take Coca-Cola. I have to take Coca-Cola. I can't reasonably reject Coca-Cola because that is by far my favorite beverage. Oh, yeah. All right. Let's see. What was that circle one? There was a circle one. Like that. I want to see the front again. Diablo. That actually looks pretty darn cool, I think. We're going to go with that. Is the 19 car available in the Cup Series at this point in time? It might be. Nope, it's not. Who ran the 19 car back then? I don't know. But I guess we'll go with 91 again. Why do you keep using green? I don't know, man. Like I said, color blindness. Really, 91 is taken too? How about the 119? Nope. Well, that kind of exhausts my normal number options. 35. We'll go with 35. I'm not thrilled about that, but we'll use it. Alright, is there like a circular number thing? No, definitely not that. That graffiti one was pretty darn close. Round. Sure, if you call that round. Alright, paint colors. We obviously gotta have white be the main color here. White be the main color, then we obviously have to have a red in here. Actually, we want this one to be black. And then the third one will be red. So black there, and then a red. We need a bright red. A little lighter. Right there. That's it. That's it right there. The number, I want the number to be red. And then everything else can stay the same. Alright. There it is. A beautiful car in all of its glory. Alright, so now we can actually get to the... Oh, I haven't done the team management stuff. That's right. I need to do that. Get all the cars upgraded so we can have a good season. So hopefully those of you who have stuck around understand that this is just a slow start because this is all stuff we need to do. But hopefully we can put the slow start behind us and go from there. But I gotta upgrade all of these before we do anything. I hope I don't regret upgrading these all the way, because oh, Yeah, you're right. That actually does need to be more yellow. So let me just lighten up that color a little bit. Let's go a little this way. Yeah, you're right. This does need to be a little more yellow. That looks pretty darn close, if I do say so myself. Oh yeah, that's gotta be it right there. Sorry I doubted you, Zach. But let's just finish putting in the upgrades for all this stuff. Now, not only is our goal to do well, is maybe we can have everybody in the team do well. It would be excellent. I would much enjoy having everybody in the team do well. But hopefully this slow start doesn't distract many people. Obviously, if you're watching this in the video version, you can just skip ahead. But in the live stream, I'm sorry for the slow start. Alright, Truck Series, let's just get all the upgrades going. Team Cars, upgrade everything. I'm hoping we for sure do well in the Truck Series, since that's the only series I have the number 19 in. And if you haven't noticed, 19 is my favorite number. There is a backstory behind that, but I can always tell you guys that later. Alright. Just making sure everything's going good there. Yep. Get all this up. We upgraded the modified car already, didn't we? I'm pretty sure we did. Alright, I'm glad I was able to influence you by changing the green to yellow. Yeah, I thought it looked pretty darn close, but it wasn't. Yeah, this product doesn't look very good either, but at this point, I don't want to get too... No, not team design, Aaron. I don't want to get too picky with it, because I just want to get to the racing here. Yep, I already did this. So, finally we got all of that nonsense behind us. And we can start heading to the races. Again, I'm hoping I don't come to regret the fact that I upgraded all the cars. But I still think on Legend difficulty this should be a challenge. And of course with my skill level, everything I do is a little challenging. But let's head off to the race. What do we got first? We have a modified series race first at Richmond. So let's get things underway. Here we go. Are you guys ready for the attempt to win all 4 championships in a season? This is going to be really exciting. Alright, I'm just playing an ad on the live stream. Hopefully it'll be back pretty soon.
Ladies and gentlemen, EA Sports welcomes you to...
Alright, we're not going to sit through Alan Bestwick stuff. That just eats up time that we don't really have. But let's head off to qualifying here. Now, obviously, the hard thing about this is having 4 completely different handling cars, and you have to go back and forth between them very quickly. So that's going to be a hard thing, especially going from the modified to like the Cup Series. That's going to be such a huge difference. Let me know if the game volume's too high. I adjusted it a little bit, but these older games definitely have a lot louder noise. Alright, pole, 1 and done. Now obviously I expect the modified series to be pretty easy. But I always say that and then I screw things up. So. Alright, yep, that's probably not a good way to start, and I'm pretty sure that was a teammate I hit. Well, we're already making it challenging for us. So we have 2 teammates in this series. I'm pretty sure one of their names is Haley. I'm not positive with that. So, for those of you who are just joining us, this is a different save file. And we are, instead of continuing our career mode, which was obviously bugged, and I don't feel like going back and redoing everything, we cheated in money and we're going to run for all 4 championships in one season and see how that goes. Because I love NASCAR 06, I was really bummed that the glitch screwed everything up. So we're going to do it in live stream. I might make some videos of it, but this will be mainly a live stream thing. I said earlier in the stream that we're going to do it today. Tomorrow will be my normal NASCAR Heat 2 live stream. And then we'll probably have to wait a couple weeks before I come back to this, because I got a really couple 2-3 weeks ahead. But once that is done, I'll definitely have more time to stream. And we'll definitely be doing more of this. So that is the brief explanation behind this again. But yeah, Legend difficulty is proving a challenge. We're not pulling away even though we had a very fast car. I'm obviously doing Legend difficulty on my NASCAR 07 series. And those 2 games are very similar, so. And we're definitely not pulling away from anything in our NASCAR 07 playthrough, that's for sure. The field's kind of split up into 3 groups right now. We got our lead group here, then there's a middle group, and then there's most of the pack strung out behind them. So something must have happened to stretch the field out. I don't know why. I can't talk today, guys. I'm sorry. Alright, I think we're back up. I apologize for that. My internet must have bugged out there. Gotta wait for everything to get back started again. Come on, sometime today. Come on. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. Let me just type this in. Refresh. And I think we are back on track, hopefully. Sorry about that, guys. Looks like the internet just bugged out there for a second. You didn't miss much. I don't know when exactly it stopped, but you sure didn't miss much. I was just talking about a few life things. But yeah, let's get back started. Or not started, get resumed, I guess. But yeah, sorry. Oh, gosh. Sorry about that, guys. I will say, I've been pretty lucky with my internet being good during the streaming things that I've been doing, but my internet's not the greatest. I have Xfinity, so it's good, but my house, we have a lot of things going through the Xfinity triple play right now, so it does have a tendency to overwork itself, and then things go bad.
5 laps to go. Should be about halfway on fuel right now.
But we're just pulling away here. Again, I expect the modified series to be easy, but the other 3 series I'm really hoping aren't too easy. Because otherwise I'm going to start regretting the choices I've made here. But yeah, I was just talking about how I wasn't planning on doing this today. But, the marching band that I work with, they have their homecoming football game today. So, band director just basically told me he didn't need me there today. So, I happily obliged and stayed home, and I'm streaming with you guys now. But the next 3 weeks are going to be super busy for me. So I apologize if either A, videos are shorter or slow down, or B, I might not even be able to stream next weekend. If I do, it'll have to be Sunday, which is not very convenient for me. But yeah, the next 3 weeks are going to be really busy, but then my schedule frees up a ton. So bear with me through these next 3 weeks. I'm going to try to make everything seem as normal as possible. But meanwhile, we win our first race. Oh, I forgot to change our name back. Dang it. Well, we're still named Walmart Money. I'm gonna have to change that back. Dang it. I definitely tried to lose that race, but luckily my attempts of losing this race was foiled. But we won, we got a bunch of points and stuff. That stuff's not really going to matter since we're doing all 4 series now. We're not really going to have to worry about progressing ourselves. But I'm not sure what we have next. We got some phone calls, first of all. Yep, I don't need to know about that. I know. If you guys want to hear all this stuff, then you can just go to my 06 playthrough and it'll all be there. We got a challenge, it looks like 5th or better at the next modified race. Sounds good. Alright, so we have qualifying for Daytona next. So I have no idea how this is going to go. I really don't have many expectations. But then again, we are trying to run for all 4 championships, so let's see what we can do. Again, I apologize if the stream went down for you guys. My internet decided to die momentarily. But we're going to head out and qualify for the Daytona 500. Now, obviously, this is our first season in Cup, so there's no Bud Shootout for us to do. But here's our Coca-Cola car. I was really upset. None of my usual number combinations are available to me. So 35, I guess, is my next option. That was, I'm a Detroit Tigers fan, and that was Justin Verlander's number while he was with the Tigers. He was one of my favorite players, so that's why I chose 35, if you're wondering. Now, backstory with the 19, I said that I would tell you the backstory, and here it is. I was a baseball player in my youth. I played Little League, and I played about 4 or 5 years of baseball. Still a huge baseball fan, but I've just kind of grown out of playing it. And my first year being a kid pitch, because, you know, you work your way up from, like, machine pitch to coach pitching to actually having kids pitch. My first year, my number was 19, and we won the league championship that year. So I've never really had, you know, anything that I could attach my number to, or attach a favorite number to. So I just went with 19. since that was the number I won the championship with. I also scored the winning run in the championship game, so that helps the cause. Now, obviously, normally you'd like to do the first lap on the high side, but we were doing so well going into turn 1, I just decided to cut it down. Let's see what kind of a lap we can put in. 7th on lap 1. We messed up a little bit coming off of turn 2, so let's see if we can not do that this time and maybe make a run at the pole. Obviously, if we finish first or second, our result in the Gatorade Duel isn't going to matter too much. This game does have the Gatorade Duels, which I appreciate. That's something that I would like to see the newer games get back into. Have the duels, have the Bud Shootout, have the All-Star Race. Stuff like that. But we're trending much better this lap. Oh, I messed up. That might screw us out of a pole here. But let's see. We just qualified on the pole for the Daytona 500. How about that? I will take it. We're going to go and change my name first of all. I don't want my last name to be Money anymore. We're going to go back and change my name. But let's just do that quick. Go back and change the name, and then we will proceed with whatever's next. I assume we have truck racing next. Once we get past the autosave. But thank you for those of you who tuned in. I know this isn't going to get as much love as NASCAR Heat 2, but I appreciate those of you who are here nonetheless. Let's just quick change our name back to our normal name because we don't need the cheated money in anymore. Alright, name's back to normal. And now let's head off. I believe we have a truck qualifying next. Excuse me. But yeah, it's going to be kind of slow going here at the start. Because you have to do all the qualifying sessions and all that stuff. So we already have a conflict, which we'll deal with in a minute. But first we got to qualify for the trucks. Obviously, we have the welcome screen because this is our first season doing anything. But we'll get past that shortly, I'm sure. I apologize for those of you who are actually watching on stream. I will be playing quite a few ads. Just doing like loading screens and stuff like this. So I can at least get a little bit of revenue out of it, because it's better for me at least that you watch that than it is you watch a loading screen. And I'm sure you guys don't mind it watching that over a blank screen anyway. So, alright, let's get started. Obviously, I'm pretty sure this color is a little bit off of our sponsorship, but we'll take it. We'll kind of run this middle line here. That's what I'm most comfortable with. I don't want to run the high line because I'm just terrified of hitting the wall, even though I know that's what you're supposed to do. But I'm just absolutely terrified of hitting the wall in the corners. And we should be able to get up to speed relatively quickly on the middle line here. We could skip the dual race. I probably won't.
Alright, here we go.
Because it's just a little racing experience, and I'll take it. Hello, James. Welcome. Welcome to the ugly car contest. Well, we're wavering from the pole a little bit. We might not get it here on lap 1. But we could skip the dual race, but again, I don't think I will. Sorry if the stream just bugged out for a second there. I don't know what's going on with my internet today. Seems a little wonky. Yeah, we're not going to get the pole here on lap 1, but I screwed up a little bit, so let's focus on getting the pole here on lap 2. Now, James, I gave you the privilege of having that command, so let's use it wisely. Don't make it a thing. A thing that's super annoying. Sorry, I started there for a little bit. Alright, we definitely got off of turn 2 better this time. It's just kind of whether we're going to get off of turn 4. Because it's the exit of the corners that I seem to mess up with. Because I want to go on the apron. And I really shouldn't. But we definitely got off of turn 2 better. Let's see if this will launch us into a pole. It's wavering a little bit. It's wavering. Alright, we're 3 for 3 with pole position so far. So only once per qualifying. Yeah. I'll let you be the judge of that, but if it gets old real quick, I'll take it off of the list. So choose wisely. Alright, so that's that. Now we have a conflict here, which is racing the modified versus qualifying for the Xfinity series. That's a tough one because it is a restrictor plate race and I don't want to lose the pack right away. But we're just going to go and race the modified race. That's fine with me. And plus we do have a challenge tied to that modified race. So it's going to be a little harder for us in the Xfinity series, but I have a feeling we're going to enjoy a little challenge here. So how is everyone today? I think I asked that last time right when my internet went down. So how is everybody today? I'm doing well. Again, I wasn't really planning on streaming today, but it worked out that I could.
Good afternoon.
Again, we're not going to listen to Alan Bestwick. There's no need. If you really want to hear the Alan Bestwick intros, you can go back and watch my NASCAR 06 playthrough. I probably shouldn't call it a playthrough because I didn't actually finish playing through it. So let's call it a Let's Play then. Milwaukee, one of my favorite tracks. I wish they raced on it still. It's really disappointing that they don't. I don't even think IndyCar races at it anymore. They were kind of like the last series that raced here. But it's really depressing that this track doesn't get more use. I absolutely love this track. Our car is super loose, but I'm not going to complain too much. Third place on lap 1. Let's see if we can improve. Okay, nope. It doesn't look like we're going to improve on that. We'll ride it out to see what happens.
We'll start in the top 10. Let's make sure we finish there too.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, James. I think I remember you telling me about that. Sorry to hear about that, but it's nice that the school's doing something to commemorate that. Let's see if you can finish 5th or better. I do think that's a possibility.
Be ready now. Green is coming. Go, buddy. Green flag.
We've got a teammate right in front of us, so let's try to draft with him a little bit. I don't think he's the one that we pissed off in the first race. I think we... Oh, crap.
Take care of that car.
You know, I mentioned this in my NASCAR 07 playthrough. The quickest way for you to absolutely kill yourselves in the modified series is by giving up the inside lane when you have it. Now, like I said, I mean, our goal is A, for us to win all 4 championships, but I would love for our teammates to also be successful.
Okay, let's see if we can keep this pace. There you go.
But we took the lead. Let's see if we can maintain the lead. Nope, I messed up. But let's really try not to get into him. So we're going to let off going into the corner, try to get the inside lane. Beautiful. Not exactly how I envisioned it, but it worked nonetheless. Alright, I gotta turn the volume down in my headphones. Super loud.
Gotta keep working
I
together.
feel like I'm shouting into the microphone just to get my sound to be equal.
Leaders right in front of you.
Alright, don't hit the freaking wall. Because I knew that would happen if I did it. Dang it. I'm trying to be a nice teammate, a nice team owner, but it's just not happening.
Number 188 is looking low.
Yeah, my high school, we always, we didn't have very many casualties, but we did have a few. The police officer that mans the high school, he's the wife of, his wife was my 6th grade teacher, and he was a big community figure anyway. He passed away of colon cancer, I believe, a couple years ago now. But we all I can't remember what color it was, but we did that color for a football game, and we had a couple students who unfortunately took their own lives, and we had some. I think, what is it, like black is the suicide prevention color or something like that. I can't remember what it is, but we had some stuff like that for them. I mean, my high school, we were fairly fortunate not to have too many big tragedies. So I'll consider that being very fortunate. We only had a couple. But yeah, we were fairly fortunate that not much happened. And the stuff that did happen, it was kind of like while I was in junior high too. So I wasn't actually in the high school by that time. But it's hard nonetheless. Especially for me, I'm a softie. I'm an emotional guy. So stuff like that, even if I don't know the person very well, it still gets to me. I've been very fortunate. Most of my family's been very healthy. I haven't had to deal with too much tragedy. Yeah, we usually have themes too. Like I think that today's theme is like USA. So we're red, white, and blue, and we always have a pink out, we have a black out, neon, stuff like that.
For the second half, too.
But we are pulling away from this race. We're pulling away with this race. Man, I can't talk today. I don't know what it is. Now, for those of you who are watching this as a video, I apologize if you kind of have no idea what I'm talking about. I'm referencing chat, talking with people in chat, so I apologize. I tried this out last week, but I don't have OBS Studios quite ready yet. I didn't figure out the problem that I was having with it. But once I get that sorted out, you guys will be able to see the chat on the screen, and it'll be much easier for you to figure out what the hell I'm talking about. But obviously Milwaukee's a good track for me. We're pulling away with this. I'm just trying to figure out if this was worth it to miss the Xfinity qualifying. He's second. Let's go back and help this guy since we screwed him up a little bit.
You passed another. Number 156
Let's try not to screw him up any more than we already have.
Just remember, he owes us one now.
Holy crap, he's loose.
Slow it down a little bit. The car will come to you.
Well,
Steady. 3-1, 3-1.
old teammate Aaron's really doing a good job here. I'll let him get out of that little funk there. Every time I try to take over a car, every time I try to help a teammate at a short track, that happens. I am the worst teammate ever. I really am.
Halfway on fuel.
I am the worst teammate ever. I screwed him over trying to take the lead, and then I try to go back and help him, and I wreck his car. Gosh. Yeah, we're pretty much running away with this. I feel bad for going back now. Baron von Steuben was his favorite historic name. What even is that? Who is that? Is that like a famous French explorer or something? I don't know. Trust me, I thought I was good with history. I followed politics and history for college, and I have no clue what that is. Use that Valley Forge. Okay. You see, there, each history teacher has like those little tidbits of information you would never know by having any other history teacher. You would never know those kind of things. So. That's what makes history teachers cool. They all have their own unique things that stand out in history to them, and they drill in some of those weird things that you just wouldn't normally think about. And we win our second modified race. Of course, like I said, modifieds are going to be pretty straightforward for us, but it's going to be the other series that we're going to struggle with, I have a feeling. But let's head back to the menu. Oh, we got Celebration first of all. Just playing an ad for my streamers here. But we'll get back to the menu and see what we got going on. We got a truck race next, I believe. Well, we got a phone call. Way to go, we passed the team challenge. Excellent. And we got another team challenge already from Deborah Renshaw. Finish ahead of all of your teammates. Alright, I definitely think that that's a possibility. But first we have the Gatorade Duels, or the Can-Am Duels, or whatever they're called now. I just remember Gatorade Duels because that was like a sponsorship that stuck around for a long time. But again, we qualified on the pole, so there's not much meaningfulness in this race except for getting used to the car a little bit in the draft. But again, we'll probably skip over Alan Bestwick if he has anything to say. Oh, he doesn't. Alright. But yeah, we qualified well. If you guys want to see that, you can pause. It's pretty self-explanatory. But let's see what kind of restarts we get. That's kind of the tell sign in these games of how good of a car you have, is how good of restarts you get. And it looks like we got a pretty darn good initial launch. Now, whether we can maintain when we hit fourth gear is another question. Yep, we hit fourth gear, and here they come. Gotta block Jimmy. Oh, he's really trying to pass me here. And I washed up the track, so he's going to be underneath. But we got Kurt Busch right behind us. He might help us through this situation. You know, hitting the wall probably isn't very helpful. But I do better with cars in front of me than I do with cars behind me. So, as you can see, I've already sucked up to these guys pretty quickly. Now, I have a system at these restrictor plate tracks that works pretty well. I share draft in the corners, and I bump draft on the straightaways. I found that really helps. Oh, we're going 3 wide. I had not intended on doing that. Oh, no. I got tight. Well, A, I shouldn't have made it 3 wide. And B, I just got tight. Couldn't really control the car, no matter how much I tried. Well, Kurt Busch is kind of pulling away now. But yeah, I kind of have a system at these restrictor plate tracks that I found to work really well. There's share draft in the corners, and then bump draft in the straightaway. But now we got Tony Stewart right behind us. Again, Kurt Busch has kind of run away. But I do feel like if us and Stewart can work together well, we'll catch back up to him. But again, we have a fast car in general, so... Oh, caution's out. Alright. Now, do we need to pit? I have no clue if we have to pit. So who is this? Can't really tell who that is. Oh, it's Kenny Wallace in the Aaron's car. I don't know if we have to pit. I don't think so. No. Doesn't look like it. But we gotta restart now. I gotta figure out what's my best course of action. Is it getting ahead of Busch or helping Busch? Because remember, we get that good initial launch, but then once we hit 4th gear, we're struggling. But it does look like I completely went in between my 2 strategies here. Alright, I was trying to block Stewart, got a little crazy there. Alright, we're blocking Stewart. He might give us a shove here. But we gotta try to keep it with Busch here. Excuse me. But we are a little tight. I might actually loosen the car up before the 500. But I'm not too concerned about that. Handling doesn't make too much of a difference here. Alright, white flag sponsored by Coca-Cola. Oh, we got a huge head of steam there. I wasn't really ready to make the pass yet. Got a huge head of steam. We are really fast. I will say that. I don't want to pass him yet. I want to wait until the last front stretch. Alright, that works. We're going to share draft with him in the corner. I'm going to try to dive underneath. We're going to let go now. We're going to dive underneath. And let's see if we can seal this win. It's going to be close, but I think we got it. Again, it means absolutely nothing, but I'll take it. It'll probably get us some prestige and stuff like that. Let's just adjust the car setup now before I forget. Should translate over into the race. But that went well. I'll take it. Let's see. He trained in the Continental Army. He trained the Continental Army at Valley Forge. He was a Prussian general. Okay. Alright, so now we got the truck race. Now we qualified on pole for the truck race, if I'm not mistaken, right? Can't quite remember. I'm pretty sure we did, though. It was so long ago. Maybe like 20 minutes ago. But let's see what kind of a truck race we can have. Again, we'll skip the Alan Bestwick intro. Once we get to it, there we go.
EA Sports.
Yeah, we're on the pole. We got a teammate right next to us, and the goal is to finish ahead of the teammates. So let's see what we can do here. It feels so weird being a teammate with Chase Montgomery because I've always seemed to have issues with Chase Montgomery. Got a huge launch. I'm going to go up and block. Let's see if we can get him to follow us. There we go. Alright, we just hit 4th gear. Let's see if the follow command actually helps us or not. Again, most of these commands, they're really valuable on restrictor plate tracks, but not really anywhere else. Except for the swap command, obviously. But I really like the fact that he's not trying to pass me. That's really quite heavenly. And he helped me get up to speed really nice. Well, let's see, we got 12 laps. I will assume we have to pit. So we'll pit around halfway. Oh, I really didn't want to wash up the track there. That was my bad. Alright, here comes Montgomery. He's got to run since we washed up the track. But he'll pull back. Oh, but I screw up the corner again. But I think with Montgomery following us, I don't think we're going to have too many issues. But if he decides to go against the team wishes and pass us, then we might be in some trouble. But I really like the fact that that is working as well as it is. Now, I probably could go back and help the other teammates, but at this point, I don't want my truck to come in and pit at a random time. But again, I assume we're going to have to pit. Yeah, Montgomery, he's just working right with us. I really like it. Really like it. Now again, pit stops are where things are going to get a little screwy. Because, you know me and pit stops. If I have the right pit strategy, we'll be fine. But pit road entry is usually not a strong suit of mine. But yeah, with me and Montgomery working together. Alright, we're half tank on fuel, so we will have to pit. Just a matter of when we want to. Probably around lap 6 like I usually do. But we'll see when everybody else starts pitting. I don't want to isolate ourselves. And I also do want to pit with the teammates as much as possible. I do have that command on, I'm pretty sure. So we'll find out in a second here. I think we'll pit next lap. Because that'll be the completion of lap 6. That'll be right around halfway, so. I think we will pit next time by. And we'll try to get all of our teammates to come with. Or for sure I would like Montgomery to come with. We'll wait until everybody gets past the start-finish line. Well, it looks like Bobby Hamilton came in before. Well, let's see. Alright, Montgomery doesn't want to pit. Renshaw doesn't want to pit. So I guess we're stuck on our own. So take the follow command off. You can go by. Since I am pitting this time. Alright, let's see how this goes. I have no idea how this is gonna go. Well, we for sure gotta take right side tires now. Well, now we gotta take 4. Dang it, I black spotted the tires too much. That's fine. That really takes out any strategy. Hey!
Not too happy after that one.
Well, that's probably gonna throw a wrench into things I hadn't intended. But that's what I get, I guess, for being on the inside line down pit road. That's frustrating, but whatever. I'll take it. It'll make life a little more interesting, I guess. Because we definitely have some people coming out in front of us now.
Look out, traffic up high. Outside, outside, got one outside. Clear on both sides.
There goes Bobby Hamilton. He pitted a lap before us. I'm getting on the track illegally, but that's fine since we're losing a ton of positions right now. I'm not too thrilled with that.
Number 107 is all over your back bumper.
Yeah, that pit road entry is really going to screw us up, I think. Because we lost... Oh, crap.
Clean out there. Left to
We lost a ton of positions, and now we're going to lose a ton more thanks to that.
clear on either side. Got one inside.
That's frustrating.
Still there.
But let's see where we shake out. It's not going to be pretty, that's for sure. After all that, this isn't going to be pretty. But let's try to work together. Oh, nope, we're just going to pass.
Way to get around the bud.
I was going to say let's try to work together with people, but we're faster than these people. We just got to be smooth. Alright, let's get a little drafting help. Excuse me. Oh. Got a bit of a cough developing now. But we shook out 20th after all that. Wow, that's super frustrating. Super frustrating. But let's see if we can make it up. We have a relatively decent amount of cars right in front of us that I think we can get around here. Let's share draft in the corners like our strategy entails us to do.
Still hanging on. That's another
And
one.
then
Number 110 is coming up quick.
no share draft on the straight. Nope, don't get into him, Aaron. So it looks like this is 6 cars ahead of us. Oh, Chaffin moved. Oh crap.
Let's keep this pace
Did not want to do that,
clear, all clear.
but I did it. It looks like Deborah's having some issues. Oh, everybody stopped.
We're on the clock.
Yeah, everybody stopped. I don't know what was going on. No, we're not going to pit. That might be the end of the race, unfortunately.
Here it is. Let's go. Okay, we're clear.
Yep, that's the end. I guess we're going to finish 14th.
We'll get him next time.
Alright, there's our first tough run of the season. I definitely could have made up a few more spots, but top 10 might have been out of the question. Hey, but at least our teammate won. Yeah. That was frustrating, to say the least. That was really frustrating. But we're going to celebrate with our teammate. And head back to the menu. No, I didn't, James. For when I win... That's actually a good idea. Try harder. Oh yeah, I didn't pass the team challenge.
Hey, I don't know what you're doing out.
But what do we have next? Oh yeah, we have the Xfinity race that we qualified last for. Great. But yeah, no, James, I haven't made one yet, but that's a good idea. I'll have to remember that. You're in charge of reminding me about that. either during one of John's streams or something like that. So you're in charge of doing that, okay? But this is going to be a challenge because we're starting last here. And based off of my brief experience in the pack during the truck race, this might be a little challenging. Especially if I lose the draft right away. If I lose the draft, we're immediately screwed. But again, we're going to skip over Alan Bestwick's intro. No need to listen to that. And here we are, starting last. We actually have a Cup Series teammate right in front of us. But we're going to try to help get started here. But we're going to dump him because I'm just super concerned about losing the draft once we hit 4th gear, which just happened. Stay in the draft, Aaron. Do you want to lose this race? Wow, there's a lot of big names back here. Edwards, Boyer, Truex, they're all back here. Wow. That's an unusual place for these guys to be. Draft a little bit with Edwards. Oh, he washed up the track. We're going to get underneath Edwards here. And whoever that is, and then get underneath Jourdain as well. We got Aaron Crocker. Oh, she's gonna wash up the track. We'll take advantage of that. For my standards, this is actually a pretty smooth moving up of the field. I will say that. Whoa, got a little tight there, but we made it work. We got a teammate, Kyle Busch, up ahead. We might try to help him. Whoa. Alright, we almost wrecked there. But I saved it. See, the only problem with that command is, James, I don't have the Happy Dog anymore. We have a different truck team now. Which is disappointing. I should have just stuck with Kyle Busch Motorsport. Oh no, we don't even have a truck team anymore. We are in the Xfinity series in that game now. Alright, the pack is kind of spreading out now. And that combined with my stupidity has kind of rendered me in a tough position right now. We're pretty much right in the middle of the pack. We've passed two. Whoa! What was that? I was trying to count how many positions we've made up, and then there was a giant smoke screen. What even just happened? What just happened? Well, now we've definitely lost the main pack, but at least we have enough cars back here to make a secondary pack. I don't know what just happened. I wasn't paying attention, which is par for the course with me, but I don't like trying to make a pick strategy call on these restrictor plates, because if you don't come in with at least somebody, you're going to be in a bad spot. But people are pitting already. Wow. Seems a little early to pit in my book, but I'll wait until halfway. I want to get around this guy. Is that Kyle Busch right in front of me? It is. Alright, we're going to work with him. Once I get to him, that's a big if right now. Hopefully I can get a draft with from the guy behind me, and we can move up a little bit. But once we get to him, he'll work with me. But I don't think we actually are going to be able to get to him. I'm trying to get a draft off the guy behind me. We're gonna come in next time by, well, not this, not next time by, the time after that. There we go.
Cars entering the track ahead. Careful now.
Alright, James, make sure you watch the marching band. That's the most important part of all football games, is the marching band. So be sure to pay attention to that. Gain some knowledge from your local marching bands. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to catch up to Kyle here. We're going to come in next time by, so I'm going to see if we can get our teammates to come in with us. Brian Vickers is actually leading the race right now, so good for him. He's not going to come in. He's not going to come in. Alright, we're going to come in by ourselves then. At least as far as our teammates go. But we're 18th right now, which is actually a pretty good spot if I do say so myself.
The 103 car. Just shadowing behind you.
Alright, I really want to get a draft from the guy behind us here. But he's just not playing along. I have a feeling I'm not going to be the only guy coming in this lap, so let's actually try to be on the outside of pit road this time. If I don't, okay, nobody's coming in, so I'm going out another lap. I have to come in with somebody, so I'm not taking that chance if nobody's coming in. I do want to take 2 tires, but it's just a matter of if I squeal the tires coming in. Then that's really not going to be an option. I'm going to try to be nice and smooth coming in. But we're passing a few more cars before we come down pit road, so that's good. Crap. That's a caution. Alright, well that takes the pit road entry strategy out of the equation. Yeah, that was my fault entirely. Alright, so that actually leaves the door open for 2 tires. James, are you paying attention to the marching band? Again, it's the most important part of every football game, is the marching band. So, right side tires, no repair, no adjustments. So that actually takes most of the strategy out of the pit stop at least, but there are a few people who came in already. So we got to be careful. But that was a darn good stop, and we're coming off second. Maybe third, depending on where Hamilton shook out.
Under the yellow.
So third out of the people who pitted, and there were 2 cars who stayed out. Looks like Earnhardt Jr. and Ryan Newman. Well, this is actually a pretty cool group of guys. We got John Hamilton right in front of us. We got Brian Vickers. We're going to go with Hamilton just because I want to gain as much speed as possible before I go into 4th gear. So I'm apologizing to Vickers as we speak. Alright, we're going to work with Vickers now. Now when you work with a teammate, you want to share draft almost the entire time. Crap, that's probably not going to help the situation. And we got a Casey Kane, you idiot. And that's probably the big one right there. That was not my fault at all. That was Casey Kane. That was all his fault. But no, we're not pitting. That might be the end of the race right there. Looks like it. But hey, after starting last, 6th place, I'll take it. Alright, James. Glad to see you being of help to the marching band and the football team, I assume. I know the last couple times you've done that, there's been no white flag for you to do it at. Alright. Throwing another ad at the streamer people. But for the rest of us, we got 3 phone calls coming here. So I'm gonna wait. No, alright, so 3 phone calls. Got a showdown with Jeff Gordon already. So that's cool. Showdown with Jeff Gordon. And then we got hero level up, prestige up. Well, obviously, since we're running in all 4 series, we're moving up through the ranks pretty quickly. You and teammate Brian Vickers can both lead a lap at the next Xfinity race, alright? But before that, we have our first cup race, the Daytona 500. Let's see if we can win the Daytona 500. But yeah, when I played baseball, I was a switch hitter. I'm right-handed, and I throw with my right hand. But I was a switch hitter. I had much more power from the right side, but my left-handed hitting, I was a lot more. I was able to make contact a lot more. But let's actually listen to Alan Bestwick this time. Eventually. Maybe. There we go.
When it comes to drivers, everyone wants to win. When it comes to winning, every driver wants to win this one. Daytona. One day, one race, just one time. Take the most rewarding and recognized checkered flag in motorsports today. This is more than just dreaming. This is about believing in history, in heroes, in heartbreak, in hope, in happiness. 43 drivers come to this place dreaming. Only one will leave here believing. EA Sports presents the Daytona 500.
Random question. Did he intend on all of those descriptive adjectives being H words? Hope, happiness, heartbreak, heroes. They all started with H's. Alright. Yeah, this is an old game, so the caution green-white checkered system isn't perfect, but it does the job. But let's try to get off to as much of an advantage as we can before we hit 4th gear. Because again, that's gonna get the pack right up to us. Doesn't look like we have any teammates right here with us. So we're gonna have, oh, I forgot we loosened the car up a little bit. Alright, blocking Jeff Gordon. I didn't think we would have enough time. Is that Travis Quatfull in 3rd? That is Travis Quatfull in 3rd, guys. That's amazing. Okay, I don't know if I like this loose truck. But here we are with Kurt Busch. That's who we were fighting for in the win in the duels. Jeff Gordon got around us. But let's see if we can maintain the position. Really wish I had a teammate that would stay behind me right now. But I don't know where they are. Junior's pretty far back. Waltrip's pretty far back. Truex is actually the highest of my teammates, which is very unusual considering Junior and Waltrip are usually very successful here. I'm sure they'll find their way up here eventually, but that's highly unusual that me and Truex out of the 4 of us are the highest ranked cars in DEI at a restrictor plate track. Alright, but it's just kind of blocking game right now. We'll try to keep Kurt Busch behind us. Looks like Tony Stewart might make a run on Kurt Busch. But nope, Stewart gets washed up to the high side. Looks like Gordon's going to take advantage of that. Looks like Travis Quatfull kind of fell back a little bit. And Kurt Busch just isn't able to stay with me. He gets right up to my bumper, I block, and then he falls so far back, which is very realistic. I just wish he would be able to stay with me a little bit more. But we're just going to keep blocking. I wouldn't mind having Kurt Busch in front of me, but just for points' sake, I would like to lead the most laps. So, and there's no telling what pit stop is going to do here, so let's just try to be mindful of that and try to lead as many laps as we can before pit stops. Oh, he might have gotten, yeah, he's there. Oh, I barely blocked, but Jeff Gordon's now starting to make a move. Yep, Jeff Gordon's up to second, and we screw up the exit of the corner again. Oh, crap. Crap. Kurt Busch is making a run at Gordon again. Oh, no, I think I might have left the lane open. Nope, we got there. We got there. Not thrilled about blocking so far up. I don't know why Gordon would run such a lane. Trying to get the draft from Kurt Busch. Not quite. Oh dear. Okay. The Dover thing just happened. Why did the Dover thing just happen? Well, crud. Well, crud. Too early to pit, I don't think. How did I still end up with the lead after that is my next question. And I looked at chat. That was my fault. I was trying to read James's long comment, but I looked away and I ran into the wall. Alright, we just hit fourth gear. I'm going to assume that we're going to lose the lead here. Oh, well, Busch got around Gordon. I just need to block him. I might regret not pitting under that caution, but I really don't know. I don't know if anybody else pitted either. Alright, I'm going to block the bottom because I feel like that's going to be the fastest lane. If Kurt Busch gets around me on the high... Oh, crap. I got tight. Alright, Gordon got around. That's the first time somebody else has really taken the lead from me. I tried to block Busch, and then I got tight and I got into him. So we're just going to kind of draft Gordon here. I would like to take the lead again, but it might be more beneficial just for the two of us to start pulling ahead. Maybe I can start making an ally out of Jeff Gordon. That'd be a pretty darn good ally to have. And actually, we have a showdown with Jeff Gordon next, if I recall. I watched a little bit of it. I had a concert that I had to go to last night, and then I was watching John's stream. But I did catch a little bit of it. James. I was really looking forward to today's game. It was against a new Las Vegas team. But if it was an afternoon game, I missed it because I was working on some stuff. Whoa, why am I super loose? Oh crap, I think the tires are starting to wear now. Alright, we're coming in this time by. I'm going to see if any teammates want to come with. Nope, of course not. And it looks like Michael Waltrip's pitted already. So we're coming in this time by. I sure hope people come with me.
They're closing in on some cars that are attempting to merge.
Go get a little draft off of Ken Schrader. Oh no, that's not. Yeah, it's Ken Schrader and Michael Waltrip. Yeah.
Far side. You got both sides.
And we're coming in this time by. Let's try not to skid the tires too bad. Because I would like to make this a 2-tire stop.
Right front tire.
Sure looks like nobody's coming in though.
Looking right. You versus him, buddy. Let's get that spot back.
And that was speeding.
NASCAR saying you was
And I gotta do 4 tires.
just a little long.
Crap.
We're halfway home. 20
I waited too long to brake. That was my fault. For that, I will take it. Because it was pretty darn close. I was at 73 as I was looking back on the monitor. So I'll take it, but that's going to make things a lot more difficult. Yeah, James knows I'm a Red Wings fan, and he's a Dallas guy, so that's why he asked. Alright, let's see how fast we can get up to speed. See if we can maintain a lead after all that. That would be quite amazing. I think that 5-second penalty was probably going to even us out pretty well. Because we came in hot. We saved a ton of time coming in, so. Dang it, my controller acted up again. I really need to look into getting that new controller John recommended. Oh, here comes Kurt Busch right now.
are coming in together.
So if we can stay ahead of Kurt Busch, I think we're going to be in a good spot.
Bush is looking to pass.
It looks like the majority of the field came in that time. Jeff Gordon's still a holdout. He's still on the track. So if we get a caution anytime soon, he's going to trap a whole bunch of people a lap down. But it won't matter to us because we're ahead of him. WSU. Oh my gosh, what college would that be? Or high school or whatever that is, WSU. The only thing I can think about that, think would fit that would be Wayne State University. I'm pretty sure that's in Michigan somewhere. Who are the Cowboys? Oh, are they on the bye this week? Who are the Cowboys playing? That makes them have absolutely no chance of losing. Oh, Washington State. I'm an idiot. Alright.
He appreciated that.
Looks like there's one more car, but I got in the wall. That looks like Carl Edwards.
Gonna call it.
Jeff Gordon still hasn't pitted yet. That looks like Carl Edwards, though. Yeah, it's a bye week, I figured. Lions are playing New Orleans this week. So, that'll be a good game, I think. Hopefully Stafford recovers from his injuries. But I don't know how Carl Edwards got ahead of me. Looked like Jeff Gordon came in, but Ricky Rudd is still out now. I have no idea how Carl Edwards got so far ahead of me. Because he wasn't even running with us. There's Truex. He might actually get out ahead of me here. Oh, nope, I got just a tiny bit more speed, but Kenseth and Truex are working together. Can I get Truex to work with me?
Sure thing. We'll make it happen.
Alright, if I can get Truex to work with me, this is going to work really well.
You're clear.
We might actually be able to make it up to Edwards. If Truex stays with me and I stay with Kenseth, we might have a legit shot. Okay, never mind. I'll just get around Kenseth. That was almost a wreck. Alright, there's Jeff Gordon. So it looks like we're going to slide into third place here. Unless if I can get around Gordon. We actually might get around Gordon now that I think about it.
Closing the gap behind you.
Sorry, I'm not really paying attention to chat right now. I see a bunch of things happening. Here comes Ricky right off, so we're going to cycle around the second behind Carl Edwards, who came out of nowhere, had an excellent pit stop. At least I think that's Carl Edwards. It sure looks like, yep, Carl Edwards. But yeah, he had an excellent pit stop. I managed to stay ahead of everybody, even though we had a 5-second penalty. But it doesn't look like we're going to have any shot at Carl Edwards unless if I can get my teammates back up here. But I kind of screwed that over when I got into it with, who did I get into it with? Was it Jeff Gordon? No, it was Matt Kenseth. But we're kind of stuck in a holding pattern here. I'm just waiting for Kurt Busch and Jeff Gordon to catch back up to me. And here they are. I don't think it will make any difference. I don't think, unless if we have a miraculous run to the finisher, I don't think we'll be able to catch up to Edwards. But I think the key is going to be maybe letting Jeff Gordon go by and then having the three of us work together. But nope, doesn't look like he's going to be doing that anytime soon. Yeah, I wasn't surprised that Marshawn Lynch went to the Raiders. That's closer to home for him, so doesn't surprise me too much. Alright, I don't know what just happened, but I completely lost Jeff Gordon and Kurt Busch. Fuel's down to halfway. Yeah, we'll be fine. James, you said you were in 4 plays yesterday. And you tackled 2 of them. But it looks like Edwards has his date with the Daytona 500 trophy. Unless we get a caution here, which is perfectly possible. Because it looks like us, Edwards, and Jeff Gordon have all strung out. And we don't have any drafting help. If I lay back to catch up to Gordon, it's going to be too far back for any of us. So I'm just going to stick with us. Okay, how did year get corrected to 6? I've heard of some pretty weird autocorrects, but how did year get corrected to 6?
Time to make our move. Leaders up on you by just over a second.
Yeah, I never played football. I love watching football. Trust me, I love football, but part of it is I'm a short guy, so we really wouldn't have had any success in football. And part of it was no marching band. I had a love for marching band. That would have made being in football hard. And part of it was medical. Didn't want to risk any injuries, stuff like that. So overall, I just never played football, but I love watching football. I enjoy following the Lions.
Here we go. Let's finish strong.
So you look at that, Zach. This is the guy right now. He took a break to do marching band. This is my new favorite guy right now. Now, the band I work with, and actually the band I graduated from, we had a varsity football player who actually was in the marching band. white flag is out, sponsored by Coca-Cola, but he was actually in the marching band, the high school I graduated from. He actually marched in the halftime show with his pads on. He was in the drum line, so, well, no, he didn't have his pads off, but just with his clothes on. He was in the drum line, so he just put his drum on and marched out with us. And then the band that I work with now, the star running back, he's one of our saxophone players. Now, he doesn't march with us at halftime, but we're actually catching up to Edwards. Intimidator! How did we catch up to Edwards? Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh! Oh my goodness, how did that happen? We almost caught him. Oh my gosh. How did that happen? Oh my gosh. We almost caught him. We were within a tenth. Wow. I was just, chatting away. I just assumed this race was over. But I almost think if I had been paying more attention, I might have been able to win that race. But wow. Hey, a second place finish in the Daytona 500, I'll take it. I will definitely take it. There's us with Dale Jr. A much younger version of Dale Jr. Oh, who's mad at us here? Casey Kang's mad at us. This is what I like about being in the Cup Series. We actually know who's mad at us now. But yeah. So we'll head back to the menu and see if there's anything else to check out. And that's probably going to be the end of the live stream today. We'll do more of this eventually. Oh, we actually have a showdown next. So we'll do the showdown and then we'll call it a day. Oh, we have 2 showdowns. Charity event. I won't be doing any charity events. And Casey Kane's mad at us. Brian Bickers, we saw that already. So we're going to do the showdown. Is it just the one showdown right now? Yep. So we're going to do the showdown, then we'll call it a day. That actually should make it pretty close to 2 hours. Even though we did have that internet issue about a quarter of the way through. Let's see. Make sure that's selected good. So we'll do the showdown, then we'll call it a day. So now, the wonderful thing about this is we actually can do the showdown in our car. And as you can see, now usually in the showdowns we spin our tires really bad at the start. But we actually got a really good launch compared to normal. We also did Drama Club. Cool. I never did Drama Club and I never actually acted, but I was on set crew. We did Singing in the Rain my sophomore year. And I was on set crew, and I was part of the team that made the rain system. We actually made it rain in our auditorium. So I was part of the crew that worked on that and then actually triggered the rain when we needed it. And then my junior and senior year, I was in the orchestra. I was in the pit. So I have a little bit of theater experience, but I never actually acted. Whoa, that's a wall. All of the turn, especially with the low quality, everything just kind of blends in together. It's kind of hard to tell a turn from a wall, from pavement, from stuff like that. It's kind of hard to tell. Now this is one of the tracks that I would normally do well at, but I'm just screwing everything up right now. And here comes Gordon, and of course he's going to try to pass us in the tightest section of this track. which is underneath the bleachers. Now this is actually pretty realistic. We're doing this right after the Daytona 500. And so this is based off of the surrounding Daytona area. Well, this is actually pretty realistic timing. Oh, I got into him. I really want to do this clean. Well, as clean as I can get, but I think I just messed that up. Alright, don't go on pit road. That would be a bad idea. Yeah, Singing in the Rain, we actually just had a new Performing Arts Center built. And Singing in the Rain was the last production we did in the old Performing Arts Center. So by that time we knew that we were getting a new Performing Arts Center, so it's like, let's just go all out. If we had to attach a whole rain system to the catwalk, and we had to proof the edges of the stage so that water wouldn't get in the audience. But then by the end we were like, screw it. For those of us who are in the catwalk triggering the rain, let's just give them water guns and you can squirt the audience. So we promoted splash zone seats, which were like the first 3 rows, and us 4 who were in the catwalk triggering the rain, we just were squirting the first 3 rows, and it was very heavenly because we had a few of my teachers who actually sat in those first couple rows, and it was very nice payback. Well, that was a lot of fun. But then we opened up the new Performing Arts Center, and that was really cool too. We did Wizard of Oz for the first production we did in that place. It was really cool. But we win the showdown, even though I think Jeff Gordon blew an engine after all that. So it doesn't look like it would have really mattered. Hey, I was going to pass him, but... And then it looked like he blew an engine at the end, so it really doesn't matter. He would have blown an engine. Alright, let's just head back to the menu, see what Jeff Gordon has to say, and then we'll call it a day. That's pretty close to 2 hours. We Showdown, you're better than I thought. Alright. So let's just check out the standings, even though, except for the Modified Series, we've only run in 1 race in each series. Once the autosave gets past here. I can relate to that, Zach. I can relate to that. Alright, so obviously we're 2nd in the Cup Series. 6th in the Xfinity Series. We finished bad in the Truck Series. And we're 1st in the Modified Series. So, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this stream, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. And if you want to see more content from ATF Gaming, be sure to hit that red subscribe button. It really means a lot to me. And I will see you in the next stream /video/episode/whatever. Bye.